Hello YouTube, it is your boy B3 back with another kicking action figure review. Today we have the last single-carded figure in the Spider-Man Marvel Legends Lizard Build-A-Figure wave, Mysterio. I saved this one for last because he really was the must-have figure of the wave. He was the one everyone wanted. I had to pay a little more for him than the rest because I couldn't really find this wave in stores. I think I only got like 2 of them in stores, and then the rest I had to order. But he's very cool. They went above and beyond with this Mysterio, and I'm very, very happy with it. I've been wanting a nice adult collectible Mysterio for a long time. I'm glad we finally have one. We might get a movie one at some point. At the time of recording this, I don't think they've revealed a 6-inch Marvel Legend movie Mysterio. Maybe they have. You know what? I think there might have been a leak of it or something. I don't know. I'm not really keeping up with it right now. Not really keeping up with Marvel Legends much anymore because I'm collecting mostly Toku and Kaiju stuff these days. But still very cool figure. You can see he has these nice kind of mist, effects. He's not a magic character. In fact, he is a special effects artist. He works in practical effects, and he gets pissed off because no one uses practical effects anymore, and he can't find work. So so he becomes a supervillain that uses practical special effects, and I empathize with him. He's kind of treated mostly as a joke these days. Last time we saw him, what was it? It was in the current Amazing Spider-Man run in Volume 1. I don't know if he's shown up since then. He might have, actually, now that I think about it. I'm a little behind, but, he's got these cool, like, insect legs and tentacles. Like, they sculpted these just for him. Even the clips have room for his gauntlets on them, which is really nice. And they're both totally different, too. They both go different directions. They still got the same types of things on them. This one doesn't really have a tentacle on it. Not much of one. It has like this tiny little tentacle right there. But it's mostly the creepy legs and bubbles and stuff. And they're really cool. These are just really cool effect pieces. Really above and beyond on this guy. And then we got to talk about just everything on him. He's got all the good line work. It's all sculpted in, not painted on. Which is really nice. New boots. That's new. I think these are a new sculpt as well. This is a brand new cape. So much is new on this guy. And you see he's got his classic Mysterio fishbowl. It ain't Mysterio unless he's got the fishbowl. And actually, in the Spider-Man Far From Home trailer, I like how they incorporated the fishbowl, how it's like not always on him and it's kind of just like an energy shield. I think that was a good, nice, modern way to adapt it to film, because I'm not entirely sure film audiences would have accepted the fishbowl. The fishbowl is literally a joke in comics now. But you see that misty kind of shape in the fishbowl? He has a crazy, wicked head sculpt. Look at this head sculpt. You can pop this off really easily. It pegs into his back, and then you just kind of pull it up. Look at this head. It's a skull with tentacles in it. Isn't that rad? What a freaky head sculpt. That's awesome. And it actually stays plugged into his back. Most of the plugs on capes don't like to stay in there, but his does. His stays in there. I was just messing around with it, and it really wants to stay in. And it's just wonderful. What a figure. It's a really wonderful figure. So I already put the cape back on without really showing you head articulation, but it does the up and down, side to side. Not that I don't really care to articulate the head, though, because I just want it in the fishbowl. But I like how you can see something in the fishbowl. This is an incredible figure. Like, I'm totally fine. I paid like $30 for it, which is about $10 more than retail. And I am totally fine with that, because I think he came out so well. He came out so well that I feel like that's justified. He's got forward and back on the arms, in and out on the arms, bicep swivel, double elbow bend, wrist swivel, forward and back on the wrists, and I like how he has kind of spellcasty hands. And once again, I know he's not a magic character, but his whole thing is that he tries to look like a magic character, And then you got ab crunches, and then you got the waist, in and out on the legs, forward and back, you got a thigh swivel, a double knee bend, hell yeah, boot swivel, up and down on the foot, ankle pivot. So yeah, really the articulation you would expect on a modern Marvel Legend. Very nice. Oh man, I love this figure so much. He does come with a Build-A-Figure part. This is a leg for Lizard, the left leg, I believe. And I'll be putting that on Lizard right after this review is done, and that will be Lizard complete. So my next review will probably be this Lizard. So stay tuned for that. That'll be the next review, so subscribe, hit that notification bell. That might be my last Marvel Build-A-Figure for a while. I want to do the Kingpin and SPDR, and I've already got most of Kingpin and, well, half of Kingpin and one SPDR part, but we'll just have to see. So now let's show off some peeps with Mysterio, huh? Of course we have to show Mysterio with a Spider-Man. This is a Toys R Us exclusive Spider-Man that I got off eBay. I have reviewed him. The Spider Armor Mark IV, aka All New All Different Spider-Man, aka Rich Ass Spider-Man, aka Post Secret Wars Spider-Man, whatever you want to call him. I think they look good together. That's a nice scaling, and I think that will work in your collection. So he looks good with that. I want to show him with one more Spider-Man, just for S's and G's, you know what I mean? Here's the PS4 Spider-Man. This one's a GameStop exclusive. And PS4 Spider-Man's been pretty popular recently. I'm recording this the day he got a mini-series, and he was also in Spider-Geddon, which I will be reviewing on this channel very soon. So I think that's enough Spider-Man, huh? Now I want to show him with a figure that has the Bucky cap mold. The first Spider-Man I showed you had the Pizza Spider-Man mold. FYI, I just wanted to mention that real quick. But here's a figure with the Bucky cap mold. Another exclusive, GameStop exclusive, Back in Black Deadpool. I'll be reviewing Back in Black Deadpool on this channel as well. Deadpool Back in Black. That's how he looks with the Bucky cap mold. Very standard mold. If you collect modern Marvel Legends, you probably have a figure with the Bucky cap mold. And lastly, I want to show him with a female character, of course. How about one I recently reviewed? I've reviewed everything you've seen so far, but I recently reviewed this all-new, all-different Wolverine. She's pretty cool. I reviewed her very recently, actually. So there she is with Mysterio. Also a good look. She could probably kick his ass, honestly. I bet she could just smell him. She wouldn't have to really worry about the visual stuff. She could just sniff him out, probably. So all in all, what are my final thoughts on the Marvel Legends Lizard Wave Mysterio from Hasbro? Well, it's about damn time. We got a nice adult collectible Mysterio from Hasbro. And it's a really great figure. Out of all the figures in the wave, it's probably the best one. I don't know if it's my favorite, because I really like the Spider-Punk and I really like the Gwenpool. This was actually just an incredible wave, to be completely honest. I pull these figures out and mess with them a lot. I'm still very into this wave, as you can probably tell, since I'm only just now starting to end my reviews for it, and there have been 2 Spider-Man waves since, and we got another one coming soon. But he's very cool. If you really want a Mysterio, this is a great one to get. I do feel like $30 is justifiable for him, because he's so different from any of the other Marvel Legends that I have sculpt-wise. I mean, did you see the shading on his gauntlets and stuff? He's got good detail and paint. They didn't have to give us that misty tentacle skull inside there, but they did. Thank you so much for this, Hasbro. I've been wanting a great Mysterio like this for a long time, and I'm glad we finally have one. So that's it. Thank you all very much for your support. Remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. Check out all the cool links in the description below. Facebook, Twitter, etc. Our very next review will be the Lizard Build-A-Figure. So be sure to hit that subscribe button and that notification bell. And if you want to help us make more videos, support us on Patreon. The Patreon money doesn't go towards action figure reviews. I'm not going to make you pay for my action figure hobby. But it does go to things like our new Toku show, Toku King, that we're working on right now. Ultra Kaiju Brothers, G&G, that sort of things. That's it. Thank you all once again, and I'll see you all later.